Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cow Daily. We've got a special one this time. We've got Michael Pickering from the CWU on strike currently on the picket lines. Also, if you could let us know that you are here, because this is obviously an irregular time, but obviously we wanted to work it around the good striking workers of the CWU. So we're not going live at 12 today. It's just after 9 o'clock. And obviously this will be out as usual straight away afterwards. Before we do, though, if you want to support our work, go to patreon.com/Cow Daily. That's patreon.com/Cow Daily. Also, if you're watching this anywhere other than YouTube, please go and watch it on YouTube at youtube.com/Cow Daily. We're trying to get the channel monetized, and I'm really trying to get it done by the end of the year. And it's all in watch hours at this point. We've done the subscribers. So if you could help out there, that would be fantastic. Without any further ado, though, I'm going to bring in your friend and mine. That is the man himself, Michael Pickering. Pickers, how you doing?
Hello there, Mike. Hi, Mike. You all right? Fine.
I'm good, mate.
Good.
I've got full disclosure from the off. We've known each other since we're, 14, something like that?
I think it's probably 12, Gary.
12?
Since we went to school. Yeah, I think it's 12 anyway. I don't know. It's a long time.
So it's a long time, nevertheless. So welcome anyway.
Yeah.
Bit of a mad one, interviewing one of my pals.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Nice to speak to you, Mike. Yeah.
It's always good, pal. It's always good. I mean, we should probably say from the jump, the last time we saw each other, I was visiting my parents, and you knocked on that door, didn't you? Because you're that postie.
Yeah. Had a little parcel for them, didn't I? Yeah, and I had a good chat with you. Yeah,
exactly.
It was good catch up.
Brilliant to see you. Find out about what you've been doing about the strikes, and then that's where we thought, well, I didn't realize you were actually the CWU rep locally. Do you want to tell about how you got into that and how that happened?
Well, I'm currently sub-rep at Blaydon because we've got another rep, Lee. And just to help him out and just a bit back up, the other rep left to be a barrister, and I thought somebody should step in. I always had an interest in the union. And then from that, I became political officer for the branch at Newcastle as well, which means I have meetings at the local CLP, Labour Party, pressing MPs on our issues, really, CW issues, going on TUC marches, stuff like that. And it was just like, we need a voice in the office. And this CEO doesn't want to have a voice at the moment. So that's it, really.
If I could choose anybody to have a voice, it would be you. Because, seriously, where we're from, you cannot walk down the street. You know everybody. everybody knows you.
It comes with a job as well, Gary. It comes with a job.
I remember once I walked down. No, well, it was like that before you were a postie, Pickers. I've known you all your adult life.
I know.
I've tried walking down that street with you once, and it took half an hour. So this is the perfect one for you, perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant, mate. Right, so let's get into the strike. In fact, straight up question: why are you striking? What is it for?
Well, we're striking for better pay, obviously, and also it's always put in the right-wing media it's all about pay. It's not about pay. It's basically what Royal Mail want to do to her is Uberize Royal Mail and totally change our terms and conditions, and it's just going to take away the service for the customers as well, which we love. We love serving the customers as well, just like we did through the pandemic as well. We like to provide a good service for the nation and the businesses, and
This is it. It's like during the pandemic, people were clapping on the doorsteps for you, banging the pots and pans, all that. Are you still seeing that level of support for you now that you've decided to strike for better pay and conditions?
Definitely, Gary. A lot of people are behind it. I mean, a lot of people in the past don't like trade unions and they got vilified in the press, but we've got really big support after the pandemic, and we were walking on the streets. It was like a ghost town. It was strange. But the level of support's brilliant. You've got people coming to the picket line this morning even, and they're realising the office is closed, coming to pick their parcels up, and they're saying, hope you get what you want. They're not disappointed. Sorry, we can wait to pick our parcels up. Hope you get what you want. We've had one or two people being abusive, but we can deal with that. They've just got small minds and think about themselves. You know what I mean? But it is.
I'm chuffed that the public opinion's on your side, and you've just got the
exactly.
It's something that, like, when it's...
I just get the barge in. Sorry, I'm listening. Sorry, mate. Get the barge in.
Now, get the Stony in. Come on.
Go on, lad.
I've had it for 20 years, pal. Probably nearly as long as I've known you. Aye. It's the house coat now. So, Big, shall we take up some questions from the listeners and the watchers, because I put a thread
we can do, Gary.
The other day, and there's a few bits and bobs, and obviously loads of support from our mob as well, like everybody behind you. So let's just pull it up on the screen for you, pal, and I'll pull some up. Right, where we're Michael Matthews, do they know I'm a vegan? Ignore him. He says that to fucking everybody. Dom's saying, is any kind of deal likely in reality?
We don't know, because the CEO, I say, a deal. They're putting stuff out in the press that we're getting 9%. Well, they imposed 2% last year, and then they want to add another 7% over 18 months. But this is with really bad terms and conditions. Taking away sick pay, half the sickness is due to the job. Like, I've got a bad knee, for example. People have got knee replacements. The mental health issues that are going on at the moment because of the way the board is behaving. And I can't see a deal. We're not going to accept a deal so we're just got to keep going, and we're not going to roll over. So I can't see a deal until the change completely.
What can we do? Like, people who aren't posties, what can we do, the general public? Like, how can we help you achieve your aim?
Sorry, Gary, somebody told us on the picket line there. Sorry, what can you do as a public? I think the best thing is, like, write your MP, or I don't really know what they can do. Get the MP, get behind the postie. I think the MP is the best one, because the service is just going to go really downhill.
Well, the MP for Blaydon is Liz Twist, and she's Labour. Have you had any support locally from Liz Twist?
Absolutely, Liz Twist, brilliant. I've just had the secretary over for the Labour Party in Blaydon. She's just dropped some mince pies and stuff off for it. They've been really good. And we did have to press them, because Keir Starmer was telling his front bench, you seen what happened to Tom Terry with RMT? He lost his position, didn't he? And then we pressed them at the CLP meeting, the constituency meeting. And lo and behold, Liz Twist, she went to Openreach at Team Valley, which is on her constituencies as well, a couple of days later to support airstrike, and she's been here as well. We also had Ian Menz went to Tyneside Mail Centre and Gateshead Delivery Office, and I've forgotten his name. I can't think. He's at Ashington Wansbeck MP. Really good.
Ian Lavery.
Yeah, Ian Lavery. He's been very supportive, writing letters and getting other. So they've been supportive, backbenchers, definitely.
So it's mostly
and I think they were. Yeah, and I think they were just worried.
Is any noises that of support specifically for you, or not?
Actually, Keir Starmer got interviewed on, I think it was ITV, but he was very supportive with it. And I think because they know the Tories have messed up so much, he's probably going to get into power next time. He's got the trade unions behind when they're starting to listen now. They're starting to press.
Got you, mate. Right, we'll take some more questions from people.
Okay.
Right, somebody was saying, this was from the other day, that there was rumours going around it was going to be called off. Like, what was that about? Did you hear of these things?
We did hear it was going to be called off in the morning, but we think that came from management, because we know we're
kind of dirty tricks, like.
Yes, definitely. This CEO we've got, I'm not going to name him. I'll leave that to Dave Ward. He did challenge him on Sky News yesterday. They're just telling lies all the time, Gary. And he's putting out, like, threatening stuff to, like, members and stuff. He just doesn't know how to behave. For example, Saturday, he said, right, there's a final deal or no deal, and he put an actual picture of a box of the Noel Edmonds programme at the bottom of the status. This is his own social media platform called Workplace. And he's putting rubbish on like that just to, like, try and bully and intimidate with. and it's not on, not in this day and age. It shouldn't be allowed in
No,
this
it's
country.
not on at all, mate.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's people's families, people's lives, people's livelihoods.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially during
And
the cost of living with the additional stress. I mean, you're basically trying to strike for better paying conditions, and people that sometimes don't know what that means in reality. Food in children's bellies, food in families' bellies. That's paying keep them warm. You know, you're you're in the northeast of England there. It's Baltic freezing in the winter. People didn't need to be going out like doing a whole postie round and then scared to put the heating on when they get in. That's not a world we want to live.
It's not like
and
also they want to change. Yeah.
Go ahead, mate. You go.
Sorry, Gary. Also, they want to change my terms and conditions. So Uberize we sort of thing, and then just want us to work when they need we. You can't live a family life like that, where you're starting this time and you're finishing that time, and it's no good for family life. It's
not at all.
You know,
I mean,
and Sundays, compulsory Sundays. Yeah. So that's another thing.
In it, right? Let's have a look at some more. Right, let's see what people are saying. So Shawnee Wildlove is saying, why is the CWU still supporting Labour if Labour isn't supporting the CWU? So I mean, obviously we've broke down that the front bench and the back bench appear to be a bit different, don't they? So why do you think they haven't come out strongly from the front bench in support?
Well, I think the back bench has got through to the front bench sort of thing. If you imagine all the CLPs around the country, and we did have Keir Starmer coming out and saying he was supportive of we just want to, you know, I think what it is, the front bench are probably worried in times gone past when it was like a close run thing between Labour and Tory. Let's think. I'm trying to think on my feet here, Gary. They were worried that put off potential people would vote Tory or the swing voters. Because they don't, because we've been vilified in the past, different trade unions with the right-wing media in the past, basically. So it's just not put swing voters off. And then, what the grassroots is, the Labour Party is trade unions and other organisations. We're a big part of the grassroots of the Labour Party. And we did threaten, what we did do, is CWU, we threatened individual, well, not threatened, we said to individual MPs, if you're not going to support, we're going to pull your funding individually from each different constituency MP. And they've come through,
Well, money talks, doesn't it, pal? So
exactly, and it seems to have worked.
It's a nice bit of leverage for the union, isn't it? And I mean, I think that's what the union needs to be doing, using that leverage of look, if you're not going to support us, why on earth would we be supporting you financially? It doesn't make sense, does it? So a few messages coming in supporting you. Is Ali Keefe up the posties? I don't know if you can see it on screen there, Peters.
I can just got my glasses on.
Mazzy's doing that thing that people do, which I think means support. I don't understand.
Excellent.
Mazzy. If you could tell me what that means. Gordon's saying, I don't know how anyone can live in England anymore. It's a complete shithole. So
I quite agree, Gary. I'm fed up with the place. I think a lot of people are. Quite agree, Gordon. Yeah.
Defo, it's a sad thing to say, but it's been run into the ground by successive governments, and
exactly.
We need investment, didn't we? We need investment in people's jobs, but also in our services as well.
This is what I'm going to come on to, Gary. So, can I just say, just living in this country, you just seem to be all the money is going into shareholder boat tolls, like in the Cayman Islands, stuff like that. Nothing's getting reinvested. Same as the trains, same as Royal Mail. You've got vans in the office. They're turning pink now. The sign behind us, I don't know if you can see it, that's turning pink. This is just lack of investment, asset stripping. You know what I mean? And it's terrible, not benefiting the country. We should be getting a decent wage, and then we can spend that in local businesses, keep everyone propped up. Everybody's paying PAYE. And we're getting decent money staying in the country, in the infrastructure as well. It's the same with the railways. They've got the same problem. Our Mick Lynch there, absolutely brilliant. And Dave Ward were so similar in the industries we're in. It's just getting bled dry.
I think what's great is people are starting to see it as a collective movement.
Yeah, they are. They really are. And I don't think the passengers on the rail and the customers with Royal Mail aren't blaming the staff. They're seeing right through what's happening. You You know, for instance,
that's fantastic considering the propaganda.
Yeah,
Did you see the
exactly.
mock-ups of Mick Lynch like stealing Christmas as the Grinch and all that?
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, but
It
he's
reminds
great.
us of when they mocked Scargill up as like Hitler back in the days.
Yeah.
Like the Sun, and the print workers refused to print it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've got my opinions on Scargill, mind. I must admit. I've got my opinions on Scargill. I know what you mean, Gary. I know what you're saying.
But like, it's working class history, isn't it? And it's an example
of course it is, mate.
Of the press. Why do you think the press are like come out so against you when public opinion appears to be so for you?
Well, because it's probably 80-90% run by Tory beneficiaries.
Billionaire
billionaire donors. You know, you just look. I mean, I would never have arguments with my mum and dad about reading the Daily Mail, and I'll not even touch that newspaper. Half my colleagues will read the Sun. I'm like trying to say, why do you read that? It's just utter rubbish. Yeah,
but it's one of them things, isn't it? Like,
it is.
People that didn't get it, but then the consciousness starts through a strike, doesn't it? Quite often.
Exactly.
Because they're experiencing something, and they're reading that they're the devil in the Sun, and they're like, "Hold on, that's me."
Exactly.
I must be lying about everybody else then.
Exactly, they do. Yeah,
that's the one who got some more messages coming in, pal. This lad, I think he's supposed to as well, Sam Routledge, and he's saying we've had the same office since 1993. Parcels have been increasing, and we have no room to sort them. All talk is about efficiency, but how can you be efficient when you can't fucking move?
Exactly. Quite agree, Sam. Exactly the same at Blaydon. Yeah, exactly the same at Blaydon office. It was designed late 60s, early 70s, just for letters in very small parcels back in the day. Right. And there's just no room to sort parcels. You should have seen the pandemic. Everybody buying online. It was nearly to the roof. You can't get in the office. I don't know what's going to happen next week because we're on strike now. The backlog next week. There's going to be stuff out in the yard. They're just not designed for parcels. Totally get what Sam says.
When that was built, when was that building built? Like before Amazon existed, I would have thought.
Oh, Blaydon office, the one I'm at. It must be early 70s, late 60s. You know what I mean? And it's just designed to handle letters. And it's just no room.
Like people having 2 and 3 cars. Council estates, they weren't designed for all that amount of cars. So where the estate my mum and dad live on, it's absolutely like chock-a-block with cars. So if you're not investing in infrastructure for the 21st century, you can have the problems like that. Like
exactly what that's
exploding parcel machine.
It's when we come back to asset stripping, 568 million in the last year, paid to shareholders out of our profit. Like I said, the vans are turning pink. That bad. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. The company like we work for, we're proud to be posties, and this is what we've got to deal with. You know, we want to do the best service we can, but we can't.
This is a message come in. The lad who said he's a vegan, he's saying he's at Blaydon for work this morning. If you want a coffee, do you want a coffee, Pickers?
I wouldn't mind, Gary. Yeah.
Matty, go and see him at the postie office and drop my coffee off the nice one.
I'm the one with the nice pink high vis. You'll not miss it. Thank you very much.
Right, so there's more messages. MS is saying, absolutely love to the posties, fully support them all. Living in Ireland because I knew things were getting shite 4 years ago. It's honestly worse in some ways than I ever thought it'd be. All support's coming in for you, man. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you very much. Excellent, folks. Yeah. We know the support's there.
So what else we got here? Gordon's saying, I've just had a 6,500-mile argument with my 85-year-old man about immigrants in the NHS. He gets it from the papers. So that's what he's saying. Is what we're talking about, the papers. People will believe any old shit until it affects them, innit? So.
Well, it's the same with my wife, Gary. They've just voted to strike the RCN. She's a district nurse locally. Yeah. And we're just ready for all the shite that's going to be put your way. Oh, yes, this, that, the other. But they've had enough. Absolutely end of the tether, these people.
Well, they've had no pay rise for 12 years.
No pay rise, 12 years.
Went through the roof. So what else are they going to do?
And it's not just the money thing as well. It's the terms and conditions, the stress they're going under. You know, the big making out about money, which is an important thing, but it's the stress they're under, the mental health issues, the sickness, the shortness of staff. It's everything. You know what I mean?
Everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's great that, like, as I said before, the struggles are being collectivized into one struggle.
Yeah.
It's like basically us against the establishment, as far as I'm concerned. Because
Absolutely.
how anybody, no matter where you are in society, can just let people freeze in their homes this winter while they're out working full time. Full-time work should pay for everything we need and a little bit more. It shouldn't be around, as all the lads say, come on the bloody posties, lad.
Give a big shout, folks! All right! There we go. I'm listening, Gary. Hey! Sorry, Mick, I'm getting you wrong, eh? Mike.
That's all good, pal. It's all good, don't worry. Pickers, I've had an absolute blast, and like, please do come back on again, right? Do come back on again and let me know how you're getting on. But just now,
okay,
there's like
Gary.
Tens of thousands of people who follow us, and I'll support you. So different, like, if the press are giving you shit, fuck them. Up the posties.
Exactly.
Come on.
Up the posties. And our MT and all our sister unions. People power.
Come on.
Okay, mate.
Love you, mate.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Gary.
Nice to see you. All support for you.
Thanks for the support, everyone. Yeah.
Come back
we'll
on,
get there.
How you're getting on, and show everybody before we go. Get them to do.
Okay, mate. Right, I'll just try and get them on. Right, come on, big cheer. Hey, there we go. We'll get there, Gary.
Up the
posties. Right, see you there, mate. Ta-ra.
That was Pickers there. I had a word before we came on. He said my real name about 20 times, but that's all right. He's allowed. Right, this will be going straight out, straight after this, everybody. So obviously, as ever, please share it. It's really important that we do everything that we can to support the posties, and that's why I'm sitting here at 9 o'clock this morning. There won't be anything out at 12, but I'm pleased to say the internet's fixed again, and that's why we're on with Pickers today. So much love and respect to all the posties, and blessings to everybody for being here. And Matty, get yourself along and drop that coffee off for the boys. All the best, everybody. Catch us later, and I'll see you on Monday. If not before, I might do something on Sunday, but we'll see. All the best. Love to you.